Good morning, everybody. My name is Abhijit Roy, and I've been living in Auroville with my family for nearly 3 years now. My professional background is in media and entertainment, working in the field of animation in computer games and visual effects in movies for more than 13 years. I came to Auroville with the vision of bringing art and animation to the forefront of the education system here. I've tried to engage with various educational units in Auroville, and it has been a slow process. But things are moving faster now, and I'm hoping to engage with the community, the larger community, more in the coming future. Currently, I'm working with one of Sire's units called Aurofilm, which is essentially a film production unit in Auroville, but also engages in education in filmmaking, mentorship program for young filmmakers, and film appreciation. Through my association with them, I screen animated movies once in a month at MMC Cinema Paradiso and conduct cine masterclasses for the same. During my time here, I have started teaching art in the form of a 10-day course called The Fundamentals of Drawing. And I have taught this course to many people over the last 2 years plus. Now, as a part of my activities in Aurofilm, I am hoping to offer many more courses in the fields of art, animation, and filmmaking. And to spread the word about these courses in Auroville, I am undertaking a series of sessions via Auroville Radio. Through these weekly sessions, I will be exploring many topics in all the three fields, that is arts, animation, and filmmaking. So this week, I am exploring the first topic in the field of arts. Now, arts always begins, the beginning of all arts is with drawing. That's where it all starts. It's the starting point of all forms of visual arts. Drawing may seem difficult for beginners, and it is supremely important who you learn it from. It's hard to find a trusted source of information that you can rely on. And that is what I'm hoping to provide here. Although drawing is an innate talent, it doesn't solely depend on that. It needs to be nurtured as an ability that can be learned and developed. Everyone can learn to draw with proper guidance, practice, and patience. Drawing is a very important part of my life. The process of creation relaxes me, and it makes me happy to see the finished artwork. With that introduction, we come to the first question that I want to address here regarding drawing. So the first question is, what exactly is drawing? And to answer, drawing is essentially a recreation of something that you see or something that you create entirely out of your imagination, which may or may not be inspired by something that you saw. It is about representing a three-dimensional space around us onto a two-dimensional drawing surface. To do this, however, it is essential that you master the basics of drawing, on which you can then build further. The next question is, well, now we know what drawing is, but how can we learn it? To start learning, you will only need a few basic, inexpensive tools, maybe a couple of graphite pencils, a sharpener, and a few drawing paper. The principles of drawing remain the same and are necessary to learn whether you want to work with any tool. Maybe pencil, maybe pen, a brush, or even digital devices, which seems to be where the future of art is going. So with my art courses, I want to help anyone who wants to learn to draw. Whether you're just looking for a creative hobby or you want to make a living from your art. With that, we come to the next question. So we know what drawing is and where to learn it, how to learn it, but what is the importance of having a skill like drawing? We humans have been using drawing to express our thoughts since ancient times, as evidenced by the cave paintings. Drawing forms the basis of all branches of fine arts, including painting, sculpture, and even architecture. But drawing itself is a work of art. Let me quote Michelangelo, one of the greatest artists of all time. Let this be plain to all. Design, or it is called by another name, drawing, constitutes the fountainhead and substance of painting and sculpture and architecture and every other kind of painting, and is the root of all sciences. Let him who has attained the possession of this be assured that he possesses a great treasure. So, what is the worth of learning to draw? That seems to be the next question. I'm sure our listeners have at times wondered about this question. Drawing is one of humankind's oldest activities and also a method of communication and expression of thoughts and feelings. The cave paintings of Lascaux and Altamira are among the oldest of arts in the world. They have been dated to be as far back as 15,000 to 35,000 years old. So if drawing is not already one of your favorite activities, then I'm sure you are at least curious to know, why do people who draw love drawing? Allow me to explain what you need to know about the benefits of drawing. It's worth learning to draw because it has a beneficial effect on our quality of life. Drawing is not only a great tool for child development, but it also has many benefits for adults. Drawing develops neural connections between the brain and the muscles of the hand, thereby providing coordination between the eye and the hand. Drawing also develops imagination, creativity, and graphic representation skills that contribute to the development of visual thinking. These are important skills, not only in art, but also in everyday life. In addition, drawing has a good effect on our mental health and sense of aesthetics. Drawing can enrich our lives in many ways, whether we are doing it just for fun or for a living. Everyone can draw. It does not only depend on talent, but on our willingness to learn. So with that, I will come to the next major topic that I want to say. Drawing tools are very popular today, especially the digital ones. But for a beginner, I recommend using traditional drawing techniques and tools. And with this, I will list a few of the many benefits of drawing for children and adults. Although there are many, in fact in hundreds, for the sake of time, I will pick up the 12 major ones that I feel are the most important benefits of drawing. Starting with the first one, which is drawing is a way of visual communication. Drawing is a means of communication as well and as much as writing and speaking. Visual language also has the means of expression by which the artist communicates his message to his viewers. Humankind has used drawing for communication purposes since ancient times, as evidenced in cave paintings and hieroglyphs. For people who find it difficult to verbally express themselves, drawing provides an opportunity to communicate their thoughts and emotions visually. Visual language also has expressive elements that we need to become familiar with. These include a dot, line, texture, shape, color, and tonal value, to name a few. If we learn the rules of artistic composition, we can create a harmonious drawing that is pleasing to the eye. Visual language cues also include human gestures, facial expressions, and body language that we learn to observe and interpret. We also use our visual language skills when we want to interpret symbols, pictograms, or images. These skills are important in understanding visual culture. Second point, drawing helps in development of observational skills. Drawing influences the way we view our environment, how we see movements, proportions, shapes, and colors lights, and shadows. We learn to observe and identify the basic geometric shapes and solids in things we intend to draw, since all forms can be traced back to their basic geometric forms and solids. Drawing is also important in the development of spatial planning, organization, and orientation skills. Point 3. It contributes to the development of our imagination. Drawing is an activity by which we can develop and exercise our imagination. Imagination is the ability to see images through the eyes of our minds. In other words, it is the ability to create images in our own minds. Imagination plays an important role not only in art but also in everyday life. Through it, we see opportunities and solutions to difficult situations. Point 4. Drawing improves brain function. Drawing doesn't only help children develop cognitive abilities, but it also has a beneficial effect on brain function in adulthood. It improves memory and concentration. Drawing, because it stimulates the brain, may help people with memory issues. Point 5. Drawing helps in development of fine motor skills. Developing fine motor skills prepares us for manipulative tasks that require the precise use of our hands. The coordination of the eye and the hand also develops through drawing. The muscle and joints of the hands also develop through drawing. Children develop the use of dominant hand and a secure pencil grip through drawing. Point 6. Drawing can be stress relieving. Creative activities such as drawing reduces the level of cortisol, known as the stress hormone, and activates the reward centers in the brain. That's why we feel good while we draw. Expressing our emotions through drawing helps the process to process them and thus relieves anxiety. It also helps to process everyday events. Children often process their experiences by drawing when they depict their positive and negative experiences. Through our children's drawing, we can gain an insight into their emotions and thoughts. Creativity can also help us with depression, as we can see new opportunities through creative thinking and find a way out of seemingly hopeless situations. Point 7. Drawing develops creativity. Creativity is a quality that is useful not only in art but also in our daily lives. Creative people thrive more easily in everyday life, even in difficult situations, because they are familiar with creative problem solving. Developing creative thinking enables us to design, innovate, and invent. Point 8. Drawing develops aesthetic sense. Our sense of aesthetics develops when we engage in artistic activities such as drawing. The aesthetic sense also develops by viewing works of art. With time and practice, we will learn to recognize and apply the elements and rules of aesthetic composition. The development of a sense of beauty and good taste will encourage us to make our environment more beautiful, thus improving our quality of life. Point 9. Drawing improves social skills. Drawing in groups develops the ability to collaborate with other people. Making art in a group provides an opportunity to learn from each other and support one another. Artistic activities in pairs or groups help in social development of children. It also teaches them to accept praise or criticism from others. Point number 10. Drawing helps us grow in self-confidence. As your graphic skills get better with practice, so will your self-confidence and self-esteem. We can also increase the self-confidence of our children by praising and appreciating their drawings. Point 11. Drawing helps in the development of critical thinking. Critical thinking means analyzing, assessing, and processing the information that flows to us before accepting it. This is one of the most important skills that, if acquired at an early age, is very beneficial later. It is a process of unbiased, neutral thinking, which will result in well-founded, logical conclusions. Point number 12. Drawing doesn't cost much. Anyone can afford it. Drawing is a creative activity that doesn't really cost much. You don't need any special expensive equipment. If you have a graphite pencil, a sheet of paper, and a sharpener, you already have almost everything you need. It is fun to experiment with various drawing tools such as charcoal, pen, ink, or even color pencils. You can also try to draw on different papers and surfaces. Drawing also doesn't require a lot of space, just adequate light. You can draw almost everywhere, at home or outdoors. So, in conclusion, a few final thoughts. Drawing is a joyful and creative activity that provides an experience of success. Our drawings can be a means of self-expression for us. They can communicate our thoughts, emotions, and mood to the viewers. The personality developing effects of drawing is clear, scientifically proven. It boosts our self-confidence and helps in the development of important skills and abilities such as creativity, visual and critical thinking, good aesthetics, precision, and many, many more. So in the end, I would say everyone can learn to draw. It doesn't depend on innate talent, but diligence. The more you practice, the better you will get. Thank you.